Greetings from the Catholic Diocese of Chipata. I am Father Gabriel Kwaku Mwanza, the Communications Director of the Catholic Diocese of Chipata. I bring you the press release from the Office of the Bishop, Diocese of Chipata, Bishop George Cosmas Zumaile Lungu, and it reads, a call for vigilance against politicization of church gatherings and donations. For you know the generous act of our Lord Jesus Christ, that though he was rich, yet for your sakes he became poor, so that by his poverty you might become rich. 2 Corinthians chapter 8, verses 9. To the clergy, religious men and women, the Catholic faithful of the Diocese of Chipata, and all people of goodwill, I greet you in the name of our Lord Jesus Christ. Peace be with you. Considering the growing trend of politicians visiting our church gatherings and using such occasions to advance their political campaigns through acts of apparent generosity, I write to remind you all of the need for utmost vigilance, prudence, and integrity in these matters. The church is first and foremost a place of prayer, worship, and spiritual nourishment. It must never be reduced to a platform for political activities, including but not limited to campaigns and donations. While donations to the church or community projects may on the surface appear to be generous, we must discern the true motive behind them. Too often, such gestures are aimed at gaining political favor and buying votes ahead of elections, and rather than serving the genuine needs of the people. As your local ordinary, I therefore issue this directive. No political figure or aspirant should be given a platform to campaign or make political statements during our liturgical celebrations or church events. This often happens when they are designated as guests of honor or are allowed to greet the people. Let us remember that our gatherings are sacred and must remain free from partisan influence. However, an exception may be made with regard to the President of the nation, when he or she is officially invited to attend a solemn church function, such as the consecration of the bishop, the dedication of a cathedral, or other similar religious occasions of national character. Even in such cases, their participation must remain within the dignity and decorum appropriate to worship, and avoid turning the event into a political affair. Whilst encouraging our lay faithful to be generous and continue supporting the local church, we must wary of certain politicians who may wish to take advantage of our situation and exploit our people. Despite our economic struggles and poverty, let us not opt for easy but unsustainable solutions. Instead, let us commit to work hard and build a self-supporting, self-ministering, and self-propagating church anchored on honest and concerted efforts, rather than being drawn into the illusion of generosity and is rooted in self-interest. As the Chewa proverb states, kakudzako ka kalaula, meaning what comes on its own brings misfortune. Our experience over the years has shown that once elected, many of these individuals turn their attention to recovering what they invested during campaigns and often end up neglecting the very community that supported them. If any politician or public figure makes a private donation, ensure that it is used strictly for the benefit of the poor. In the interest of transparency and accountability, see to it that proper records are kept so that the said donations do not compromise the prophetic voice and the moral autonomy of the church. Once more, let us safeguard the sanctity of our worship and uphold the dignity of our faith communities. The church is called upon and must continue to be a beacon of truth, justice, and hope, not a stepping stone at the disposal of political ambitions. In conclusion, I wish to make a special appeal to you all in the words of St. Paul the Apostle. Make my joy complete by being of a single mind, one in love, one in heart, and one in mind. Nothing is to be done out of jealousy or vanity. Instead, out of humility of mind, everyone should give preference to others, everyone pursuing not self-interests but those of others. This is a quote from Philippians chapter 2, verse 2 to 4, issued on the feast day of St. Pope John Paul II and signed on the 22nd of October 2025 at the Cathedral St. Anne's, Chipata, by Bishop George Cosmas Zumaire Lungu, Bishop of the Catholic Diocese of Chipata. I thank you all.